Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing today is we'll be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Sunday, May 25th. We have 15 games in total. Everyone's going to be playing today. We're going to break down all 15 of our games, look at the pitching, look at the hitting, and try to predict the outcome. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final score might be. And we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a baseball fan, this is the place. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree? Disagree? Drop the comment below. I'm going to make sure that I respond to every single comment. If you want to join one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. You can click the link, sign up there, and we would definitely appreciate that. We're going over every game the entire season, every single day, and we also do the same thing for football once the football season starts. Right now, we have the NFL draft just happened, spring football, transfer portal stuff going on. Once the football season starts, we do the predictions, and we do the best bets for them as well. But it's baseball season right now. Let's not waste any more time. We have 15 games. We got to run through these. Our very first game's a really early one, a Roku game at 11:35 a.m., an AM game for once. We have the 28-22 Cleveland Guardians, fourth place in the AL Central versus the 33-19 Detroit Tigers. Tigers right now, first place in the AL Central. This is a battle of divisional rivals. Right now, the Tigers, 76.2% chance to win this one. Cleveland, a 23.8% chance. But do not fool yourself. Do not underestimate the Guardians. They are not a bad team by all. The AL Central might have cemented itself as the best division in baseball just past the NL West. Right now, you have the Tigers 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 7.5. The Tigers, they are minus 215. The Guardians are plus 180. The Guardians do not have a bad team by any means. Right now, they're averaging 4 runs a game, 234 average, 53 home runs. They have a lot of power, 36 steals, getting a 4.12 runs per game. You know this game's going to be close. These teams definitely know how to play one another. But right now, the Tigers, a very well-rounded team. They have a great offense, a lot of power. They have elite top 5 pitching statistically. They're averaging 5.3 runs a game, 259 average, 62 home runs, 20 steals, only giving up 3.32 runs per game. And they have one of the best pitchers in baseball pitching when he's on. Right now for the Tigers, you have Tariq Skubal going 4-2 record, struck out 228 last season, a 2.87 ERA this season so far. For his career, a 3.3 ERA. 59.2 innings, 79 strikeouts. This guy's on pace for practically just shy of about 280 strikeouts this season. In 9 games, only 7 walks so far. That's less than a walk per game. And for the Guardians, they have Logan Allen going. Very strong performance this season. 2-2 record, 3.86 ERA, 44.1 innings, 34 strikeouts, 21 walks, though. Practically a walk every other inning. Putting way too many guys on base here for the Tigers. I'm going to go with Detroit winning this one, with them covering the spread, but I'm still going to go low-scoring game. I'm going to go with the under. And this next game is actually a pretty difficult one to call. At 1:35 p.m., we have the 25-28 Milwaukee Brewers. Now they've dropped 3 games under 500. They got to kind of get things back on track. Right now, they'll be facing off first the 19-34 Pittsburgh Pirates, coming off of a win yesterday. Right now, the Pirates, season got away from them really quick, but maybe they're starting to catch some steam right now. They have a long road ahead for them, but this is their chance to at least try to get as close to 500 as possible. Right now, the Pirates have 44% chance to win this one. The Brewers a 56% chance. The Brewers right now 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. Milwaukee, they're minus 130. Pittsburgh is plus 110. Right now, Milwaukee, they have no issues on offense. They don't have bad pitching at all. Kind of a well-rounded, average to above average team. 4.2 runs a game, 229 average, 41 home runs, 65 steals. Extremely aggressive on the base pass. There's a smaller market team. We all know the Brewers for the last decade, they've excelled at small ball. That's how they win games. They continue to do so, and they're only giving up 4.11 runs per game. For the Pirates, they statistically have the dead last offense in all of baseball. Only 2.9 runs a game. That is not going to cut it. 218 average, 33 home runs, 51 steals. But pitching is pretty good, 3.97 runs per game. If they could just score some runs here, they could actually win some games. Right off the Pirates, they have Bailey Faulkner going 3-3 record, 3.5 ERA, 54 innings, 39 strikeouts, only 43 hits in 54 innings. And then you have Logan Henderson going, the young pitcher for the Brewers, 3-0 record, a 1.69 ERA. What a start for his career. 16 innings, 23 strikeouts. This guy's lining them up, shutting them down. But can he continue to do so now for the 4th straight game? I have the Brewers winning this. I have the Brewers winning it, covering the spread, and we'll go with the over. And then we have a AL East matchup. This one's going to be at 1:35 p.m. The 16-34 Baltimore Orioles versus the 27-26 Boston Red Sox. This game is at Fenway Park. Going to be a really interesting game here. Fenway Park, very difficult game, Very difficult venue for the road team to play in. Right now, Boston, 63.1% chance to win this one. Baltimore, a 36.9% chance to win. Right now, the Red Sox, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 9.5. Boston, they're minus 135. The Orioles are plus 115. Baltimore, they are capable of a lot more than what they're doing on offense right now. Only 3.8 runs a game, 232 average, 56 home runs, 26 steals, again, 5.45 runs per game. They have a bottom 5 overall pitching in baseball, but technically they can score some runs here, but the bats have not been consistently hitting the ball. Right now for the Red Sox, very well-rounded team, a lot of power, a lot of speed here. They're averaging 4.7 runs a game, 252 average, 62 home runs, 50 steals. Pitching starting to get on, 4.03 runs per game. Right now for Baltimore, they have Dean Kremer going, not the best start of his career. For his career, a 4.41 ERA. This season, a 5.5 ERA, 3-5 record. 55.2 innings, 40 strikeouts. He's given up a lot of hits, 62 hits in 55 innings, 10 home runs in 9 games. And then for the Red Sox, they have Walker Buehler going, who looks like he might be on his way back to typical young 2018 Walker Buehler. Right now, 4-1 record, a 4.00 ERA. Props him for fighting his way back. 36 innings, 33 strikeouts, only 11 walks so far in 36 innings. You can make a case for either one of these teams to win this game. You guys can call me crazy here, but I'm actually going to go with the upset. I could see Walker Buehler getting the win here, but I'm actually going to go with the Orioles pulling off the win, going with the plus 1.5, and we'll go with the over. And also at 1:35 p.m., the 30-22 San Francisco Giants, second place in the NL West, facing the 24-28 Washington Nationals. One thing about Washington, they've been hovering just under 500 the entire season, but this is actually a pretty scrappy team. You want to keep your eye on them. They had a lot of very close losses. When they play you close, they keep it within 1 or 2 runs. They always have a shot to win it in the late innings. Right now, the Nationals, 36.8% chance to win. San Francisco, a 63.2% chance to win. The Giants, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. The Giants are minus 165. The Nationals are plus 140. Right now, San Francisco, they can beat you multiple ways. They're averaging 4.6 runs a game, 236 average, 53 home runs, 25 steals, a top 6 overall pitching team, only giving up 3.34 runs per game. That is 2 less runs than the Washington Nationals. Right now, the Nationals, they don't have a bad offense at all. 4.3 runs a game, 242 average, 51 home runs, 49 steals, very balanced, but they are giving up 5.24 runs per game. That is awful. That's bottom 10 in baseball right now. So you got to give the edge to the Giants both on offense and with pitching. Looking at the pitching matchup for the Giants, they have Robbie Ray going. Of course, this guy's a veteran. He has no losses so far this year. 6-0 record. Some might say that he is due for a loss. 2.65 ERA. 57.1 innings, 62 strikeouts. He is walking a lot of guys, 27 walks in 57 innings. So basically a walk every other inning, but only 5 home runs given up in 9 games. Then you have Michael Soroka going right now for the Nationals, 1-2 record, a 5.95 ERA, 19.2 innings, 23 strikeouts. I'm going to go with the Giants. They have the better pure hitters right now. Giants win this one. They cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And then at 1:40 p.m., the 31-21 Chicago Cubs, the number 1 overall offense in baseball versus the 26-27 Cincinnati Reds, just 1 game under 500 right now, fighting their way back. If they win this one, they have a shot to get back to 500. Both these teams in the NL Central, the Cubs are first, Cincinnati is third. Right now, the Cubs a 50.6% chance to win, the Reds a 49.4%. That's as much a 50-50 fan vote as it gets. Right now, this game to me is practically a pick-em. The Cubs are the Vegas favorites, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 9.5. Chicago, they're minus 120. Cincinnati is even right now. Right now, the Cubs, I said, the number 1 offense, 5.9 runs a game, 261 average, 69 home runs, 63 steals. Both of those are top 5, a 3.9 ERA. This team is a very, very well-rounded team. They can hit. They can pitch. They have power. They have speed. And right now, the Reds maybe starting to catch some fire right now, slowly chipping their way back to 500. 4.5 runs a game, 241 average. Their offense has been up and down throughout the season. Started out bad, and then got hot, then got bad. Maybe now starting to come back up. 53 home runs, 52 steals, very balanced, giving up 3.48 runs per game. The offense hasn't been consistent, but the pitching has definitely been consistent this entire season. Right now, looking at the pitching matchup, Ben Brown, the young guy, sophomore year, going for the Cubs, 3-3 record, 5.44 ERA, 46.1 innings, 58 strikeouts. He's striking out a lot of guys here. The key for the Reds is making contact, getting on base. He has given up 56 hits. He will put guys on base. And then Nick Lodolo going for the Reds, 4-4 record, a 3.22 ERA, 58.2 innings, 49 strikeouts. How about only 10 walks in 9 games? You need someone with that kind of control here versus the Cubs. The Cubs offense is elite. Give me the Reds to pull off the upset win, going with the +1.5, and I will go with the over. And in 1:40 p.m., the 25 and 26 Toronto Blue Jays, one game under 500. They're actually starting to score some runs here. The offense is maybe starting to click. This team has a lot of untapped potential, especially home run wise. They don't have a bad lineup. Varsho, Bichette, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Santander, Springer, a lot of weapons there. They just got to get them all going. Right now, they'll be facing off first the 25 and 26 Tampa Bay Rays. Whoever wins this game is going to find themselves at 500 today. That's kind of a cool thing. Both teams have something to play for. Right now, the Rays at home at Steinbrenner Field, a 50.2% chance to win this one. Toronto, a 49.8%. The fans are split on this one. Blue Jays, 1.5 run favorites. The over to here is 8.5. Toronto, they're even. The Rays are -120. The case can be made for either one of these teams to win it. Right now, the Blue Jays, 4.1 run average a game, 250 batting average, 44 home runs. They got to get that number up. 32 steals, getting up 4.11 runs per game. Tampa Bay, 3.9 runs a game, 241 average, 44 home runs, 67 steals. Extremely aggressive on the bases, but just like the Brewers, smaller market team, they got to find ways to generate runs. They know how to do that, and they're giving up 3.88 runs per game. They don't have bad pitching in any way by any means. They Ryan Popo going right now for the Rays for his career, a 3.43 ERA, very underestimated pitcher. 2-5 record this season, 3.99 ERA, 56.1 innings, 47 strikeouts. And for Toronto, Chris Bassitt. I love Chris Bassitt. He's a very, very consistent pitcher, whether it's the A's, the Mets, the Blue Jays. You usually get the same performance week in, week out. 4-2 record, 2.83 ERA for his career, 3.5, 57.1 innings, 61 strikeouts. He's turned into a strikeout pitcher right now. Low walks, low home runs. Give me Chris Bassitt. Give me the Blue Jays to win this one to cover the spread. And I'm actually going to go with the under this game. And at 2:10 p.m., why not a battle for the AL West? We have the 29 and 22 Seattle Mariners here versus the 27 and 25 Houston Astros coming off of a win. Right now, you have the Mariners first place in the AL West. Houston right now second place in the AL West. They had a really close game yesterday with the Astros pulling that one off 2-1. We did pick the Astros to win. Right now, Houston 47.3% chance to win. Seattle a 52.7%. The Mariners 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. Right now, Seattle, very balanced team, power, speed. Pitching's been really good for the last month straight. They're averaging 4.7 runs a game, 236 average, 66 home runs. That's top 10, 47 steals, giving up only 3.62 runs per game. That's a top 10 pitching staff. And right now, Houston, you know they can pitch. They've been a consistently good pitching team for the last decade now. They're averaging 4 runs a game, 246 average, 45 home runs, 24 steals, and they're only giving up 3.48 runs per game. If they can get Alvarez and they can get him in the lineup, he's that spark for this team. Looking at our pitching, you're going to have Gordon going for the Astros, 0-0 record, 5.59 ERA, but very small sample size, 9.2 innings, 10 strikeouts. Striking out a lot of guys, but putting a lot of people on base. Right now, Luis Castillo going, one of those very consistent pitchers for the Mariners. He struck out over 200 guys before. He's been on this team for a while. For his career, about a 3.5 ERA. So far this season, 4-3 record. A 3.2 ERA, 56.1 innings, 44 strikeouts. He's given up a lot of walks, a lot of hits, but for the most part, he's keeping guys from scoring, so you can't complain about it. Give me the Mariners to win this game to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 2:10 p.m., the 28 and 25 Kansas City Royals, they lost a really close one yesterday. I think the final score was like 4-5, but they fought their tails off. They'll be facing off first the 29 and 22 Minnesota Twins, 7 games over 500 right now. I think a month ago, they were 7 games under 500. They've had a complete turnaround. Props to the team, the roster, the coaching staff. They got a lot of pressure off of them, and they are hot right now. Twins, 54.5% chance to win this one. The Royals, a 45.5% chance. But the Royals are the Vegas favorites here after just barely losing that game last night. They're 1.5 run favorites, a 7.5 over-under. KC plus 105. The Twins are minus 125. Right now, KC, the fact that they are still 4 games over 500 with one of the worst offenses in baseball is a testament to how good this pitching is. They're averaging 3.4 runs a game, 245 average, 32 home runs, 41 steals, again, a 3.03 runs per game. That is top 4 overall in baseball. And right now, the Twins are averaging 4.1 runs a game. They're starting to get the bats hot, pitching starting to get hot, 242 average, 45 home runs, 27 steals, only giving up 3.28 runs per game. Almost as good as KC. This is going to be a really good pitching matchup. We have Bubic going right now for the Royals. One of the best starts of the season of any pitcher in baseball right now. 5-2 record, a 1.47 ERA, over half of his career average, 61.1 innings, 61 strikeouts. He's only given up 3 home runs in 9 or 10 starts. That is elite control. That's what you need here versus the Twins, who have the hot bats. Right now, the Twins have Bailey Ober going 4-1 record, 3.68 ERA, which is right along with his career average. He is a strikeout pitcher here. 51.1 innings, 43 strikeouts. Not striking out the most this season, but overall, this guy has been a great pitcher throughout his career. I'm going to go with the Twins. I think this is one of those games the case can be made either way. KC can win this, but if they win, it's going to be an extremely low-scoring close game. So give me the Twins to win it, going at the +1.5, and I'm still going to go with the under. And this next game is kind of a difficult one just because the offense have been so anemic so far this season. At 2:10 p.m., the 25-28 Texas Rangers, coming off of getting shellacked by the White Sox yesterday. They'll be facing the 17-35 Chicago White Sox. The White Sox right now, the fans are loving them. 52.6% chance to win this one. The Rangers a 47.4. Now, I did say yesterday the White Sox were bound to pull off an upset this week at some point here versus the Rangers. They did it yesterday, a 10-5 win. Props to them. Right now, though, the Rangers 1.5 run favorites over here is 8.5 Texas, -150. The White Sox +125. The Rangers, on paper, very stacked offense. They got to get Seager back. They got to get healthy. They got to get those bats going. They have not been able to hit this entire season. 3.4 runs a game, 227 average, 54 home runs, 45 steals. Pitching has been elite, though. 3.26 runs per game. For the White Sox, their offense is equally as bad, slightly worse. 3.3 runs a game, 216 average, 40 home runs, 40 steals. At least it's balanced, giving up 4.19 runs per game. Right now, the White Sox, Davis Martin going 2-5 record, 3.49 ERA, 56.2 innings, 36 strikeouts. And for the Rangers, Patrick Corbin, I don't know what happened to old Patrick Corbin, but he's back to old Patrick Corbin. He hasn't had an ERA under 5 in 5 seasons. So far this season, a 3.59 ERA. Gotta love it. Comeback player right now, 3-3 record, 42.2 innings, 32 strikeouts. You can't knock this guy. He is back to old form. Gotta love it right now. Not striking out as many people, but he's not giving up runs. You can see the Rangers winning this. You can see the White Sox winning it. I'm going to go with the White Sox. I picked them a couple times. They've never actually let me down when I've picked them. Let's go White Sox +1.5, and we'll go with the under. 2:15 p.m., the 26-26 Arizona Diamondbacks 500 versus the 29-23 St. Louis Cardinals, who are one of the hottest teams in baseball the last month straight. They can hit. They can pitch. But the Diamondbacks, they could score up there with anyone right now. Right now, St. Louis, 59% chance to win this one. The Diamondbacks, a 41% chance. The Cardinals, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. The Cardinals, -130. But you got to respect the Diamondbacks offense. They are +110. Right now, Arizona, 5.1 runs per game, 254 average, 70 home runs. That's top 5 in baseball. 44 steals, getting a 4.64 runs per game. No doubt St. Louis, the more rounded team right now. But Arizona can still score a lot of runs. Right now, the Cardinals, 4.8 runs a game, 263 average, 0 issues getting people on base, 47 home runs, 31 steals, giving up 3.73 runs per game. Looking at the pitching matchup, this is a really good pitching matchup. Brandon Pfaadt going right now for Arizona, 7-3 record, looking for his 8th win. He has a 3.81 ERA. 56.2 innings, 44 strikeouts. He has given up 11 home runs. He's given up a lot of long balls. Sonny Gray going for St. Louis. For his career, 3.55 ERA. Usually you get the same pitching performance from this guy every week. Kind of a up and down start so far this season, but he's on the downtrend right now, starting to pitch a lot better. 5-1 record, a 4.02 ERA, 56 innings, 61 strikeouts. Striking out a lot of people, only 9 home runs in 9 games, so about 1 home run per game. Got to keep the ball in the ballpark versus the Diamondbacks. But I'm going to go with St. Louis pulling off a very close win here, winning this one, covering the spread, and we'll go with the over. A broken clock is right twice a day. 2 days ago, the Colorado Rockies, the worst team in baseball, actually beat the New York Yankees. I said yesterday, the Yankees are going to win. They're going to win big. They're going to curb stomp the Rockies. That is exactly what happened. They want to get some revenge. Right now, the Yankees, 29-19 here. They'll be facing off versus the 8-41 Colorado Rockies. Right now, the Rockies, the worst team in baseball. They have a 29% chance to win this one. The Yankees, a 71% chance to win. And looking at the spread here, the Yankees 3.5 run favorites. Over here is 11.5. You have the Yankees coming in 5.6 runs a game. That's top 3 in baseball, 259 average, 84 home runs. That is number 1 in baseball, just above the Dodgers. 34 steals, a 3.42 ERA. Even without Garrett Cole, he's still one of the best starting rotations in baseball. Colorado Rockies, they're at home, but they can't hit. They can't pitch. Only averaging 3.3 runs a game, hitting 219, 43 home runs, 24 steals a game, a 5.92 runs per game. Just to make it easier, let's just round that up to 6. Why not? Right now, looking at the starting pitching matchup, we have Will Warren going for the Yankees, 3-2 record, a 4.05 ERA, 46.2 innings, 60 strikeouts, striking out a lot of guys here. Colorado swings a lot. They miss a lot. And for the Rockies, they have Antonio Santazella going 1-8 record, a 6.34 ERA, actually worse than the team average. 49.2 innings, 25 strikeouts. He's given up 84 hits in 49 innings, almost 2 hits per inning. He's going to put a lot of guys on base. We called Judge to hit a home run yesterday. He might hit another one today. Give me the Yankees to win this one, to cover that 3.5 run spread, and why not? We'll go with the over. And on MLB Network at 4:05 p.m., the 33-18 Philadelphia Phillies, first place in the NL East. They are really hot the last 2 to 3 weeks. They'll be facing off here versus the 22-30 Athletics. The Athletics might not have the best record, but they've been hovering around 500 for the majority of the season, not the last week. And this team has a lot of home run power. Right now, the Phillies 66.6% chance to win this one. 666. Oh gosh. And right now, the A's a 33.4% chance to win. The Phillies are 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 9.5. Philadelphia minus 180. The A's are plus 150 playing at Sacramento. Small park, a lot of home runs. Right now, the Phillies, one of the best offenses in baseball. If they get Harper going, Kyle Schwarber, 17 home runs. Trey Turner, very dangerous lineup. 4.9 runs a game, 265 average, 53 home runs, 43 steals a game of 3.79 runs a game. And for the A's, 4.2 runs a game, 253 average, 63 home runs, no issues with the power, 26 steals, but it's the pitching, giving up 5.23 runs per game. And that's not the type of pitching you want here, facing a very hot Phillies batting order. Right now for the Phillies, Jesus Luzardo going 5-0 record, no losses so far, a 1.95 ERA for his career, 4.04, 60 innings, 67 strikeouts, only 2 home runs in 9 or 10 games. That's what you want to do here versus a home run hitting A's team. And then you have Hoglund going right now for the A's, a 1-2 record of 5.06 ERA, 21.1 innings, 20 strikeouts, 24 hits, though, putting guys on base. You don't want to be flirting with disaster versus the Phillies. Give me the Phillies to win this one to cover the spread. 9.5 to me is just a little too high today, so I'll go with the under. And at 4:07 p.m., we have the 19-30 Miami Marlins versus the 25-25, the 500 LA Angels. Right now, the Angels, 53.9% chance to win this game. They are top 5 in home runs. Miami, a 46.1% chance. With both of these teams can't pitch. They both give up a lot of runs. Right now, the A's 1.5 run favorites. Over here is 9.5. The Angels are minus 135. The Marlins are plus 115. Right now, Miami, they're averaging 4.1 runs a game. Stowers right now hitting 319, a 247 team average, 45 home runs, 42 steals. They give up 5.46 runs per game. It's bottom 3 in baseball. Right now, the Angels 4.2 runs a game, 225 average, 73 home runs. They hit a lot of home runs, 23 steals, giving up 5.01 runs a game. You need to hit that many home runs when you give up that many runs. Looking at our pitching, you have Edward Cabrera going right now for the Marlins. Not his best start so far, 5.5 ERA, 0-1 record, looking for his first win. 34.1 innings, 33 strikeouts, 37 hits in 34 innings, but only 6 home runs. That's okay. And then you have Kyle Hendricks, the veteran. Really bad start to the season for him. 5.32 ERA, 2-5 record, 47.1 innings, 28 strikeouts. But one thing he has going for them, a 3.57 ERA at home, pitching a lot better at the Angel Stadium. So I'm going to go with the Angels. I'm going to go with the Angels winning this one, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. And on the MLB Network at 4:10 p.m., the 28-22 San Diego Padres versus the 25-26 Atlanta Braves. Back to one game under 500. This is their chance to win this game back at 500. Don't forget, they started out the season 0-7. They have been a hot team for about the last 5 weeks. Right now, the Braves, 59.5% chance to win. San Diego, a 40.5% chance to win. Atlanta's 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. The Braves are minus 150. San Diego's plus 125. But don't look down on the Padres. This is a stacked team. This is a playoff-built team. The bats got to get going, though. Tatis is cold. Machado still hitting well, but the pitching, they still have a top 7 overall pitching team, but they used to be number 2 in baseball. Right now, San Diego, they're averaging 4.3 runs a game. They got to get that number up. Way too much talent on this lineup. 256 average, 43 home runs, 36 steals a game, with 3.5 runs a game. That is not bad at all, but we know that they're capable of better. And right now, the Braves, they have their best pitcher back. They have their best hitter back. He's on a complete tear. 4.1 runs a game. They have hot bats, 246 average, 51 home runs, 31 steals. I would not want to play this team right now. A 3.78 ERA. Every week, that number continues to come down. And looking at our pitching, Dylan Cease going right now for the Padres. 4 straight 200 strikeout season, 1-3 record this season, 4.5 ERA, 54 innings, 64 strikeouts. He's striking out a lot of guys, but he's giving up a lot more runs. But we know as the season continues to go along, he's only going to get better and better. He's a crafty veteran, but he's going up against the young guy, Spencer Schwallenbach. In 2 seasons, this guy's putting up good numbers. 3-3 record, a 3.52 ERA, 61.1 innings, 49 strikeouts, only 7 home runs in 10 games. The Braves, too hot to play right now. You don't want to be facing them in Atlanta. Braves win this one. They cover the spread. I'll go with the under here. And our final game, the game of the night, to me, the game of the weekend, because it's 2 of our big brands. It's West visiting East on ESPN at 7 p.m. Sunday Night Baseball. The 32-20 LA Dodgers coming off of a loss to the Mets yesterday, but they won the other one, so this is the rubber match. The 31-21 New York Mets, the Mets second in the East, the Dodgers first in the West. The Dodgers are decimated, 15 pitchers injured this season, most in baseball, and still they continue to find ways to win. We know they have the best roster in all of baseball. The Mets 1-9, Lindor, Soto, Alonso. That 1-3 is legit. 4-9 starting to get hot. Brett Beatty's starting to get hot. Right now, the Mets a 53.8% chance to win this game. The Dodgers a 46.2% chance to win. The Mets, for the first time in this series, we picked them to upset the Dodgers last night. That is exactly what happened. We did bet on that one. We're proud about that. The Mets are 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. New York, they're minus 150. LA's plus 125. But with these type of games, with these talented rosters, these great offenses, great pitching, anything can happen this game. I don't really care who's favored. I don't care what the votes are. This is a game that can go either way. The Dodgers stacked. Ohtani, Freeman right now hitting 361. They're averaging 5.7 runs a game, 267 average, 81 home runs just behind the Yankees, 34 steals, getting a 4.16 runs a game, which is actually really good considering that they have 15 pitchers on the DL. And right now for the Mets, 4.4 runs a game. They got to get those runs up. They've had a very sloppy run average for May. They did well last night, but they got to get that up some more. 246 average, 53 home runs, 39 steals. They continue to have the number 1 pitching team in baseball, a 2.82 ERA, the number 1. Starting rotation, the number 1 bullpen. When you have Diaz closing out games, you can't really ask for better. Right now, this is one of those games. I call it a 50-50 pick'em. Would not be surprised who wins this game. But again, might be crazy. I'm going to go with the Mets. I'm going to go with Senga here. He is 4-3, a 1.4 ERA, 50.1 innings, 47 strikeouts, only 1 home run in 9 games, going up against the young guy Knack with a 6.17 ERA. I got to go Senga, but it is possible Senga gets the no decision. Mets lose this one. The bullpen blows it. But I'll go with the Mets winning it, covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the under again this game. Okay, guys, that's our predictions. That's our best bets for all of our baseball games we have coming up Sunday, May 25th. We went through all of them. Have fun watching these games. Drop a comment down below. Do you agree? Do you think I'm crazy? Drop the comment. I will respond to every single one of them. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. Click on the link. You can sign up there. I would definitely appreciate it. And thank you, everyone, for watching.